old for this, please. If you do not respect yourself, I will run into the street, tear off my clothes and lay a curse on you. It's like that is what you want. Those were the words of Mama Nkem, who was once the most beautiful girl in Okoko village. What happens when our cherished traditions clash with personal beliefs and desires? What can a woman do when she cannot bear children for her husband and refuses to be inherited by his brother? What happens when a woman dares to challenge the very roots of those traditions? Let's step into the life of Nkem, a woman caught in the storm of expectations and her own unyielding spirit. This is not just her story. It is a testament to the fight for self-determination. Long time ago in Okoko, a village nestled in the lush heart of Igbo land, Nkem was a name on every tongue. Her beauty was said to rival the evening sun. Her intelligence sharp as a newly honed machete. But it wasn't just her looks. Nkem was known for her no-nonsense attitude. When you carry the palm kernel on your head, you must not fear the fire, she often said. Among her many admirers, the most persistent was Chike, the younger brother of Obinna. Chike was the village's renowned joker, always with a grin on his face and a playful twinkle in his eyes. He was known for his smooth tongue and endless attempts to win Nkem's heart. "Ah, Nkem, my sugar," he would call out. "You know you are the one my heart beats for." But Nkem, with her sharp tongue and quick wit, always had a comeback. "Chike, your heart beats for every woman with a pretty face. I'm not about to be a part of your collection," she would reply, sending the nearby villagers into fits of laughter. Chike didn't give up easily. He would show up at Nkem's family compound with little gifts, fresh palm wine, roasted yam, or a handmade necklace. "Nkem, this is just for you," he would say, flashing his brightest smile. But Nkem always saw through his antics. "Chike, even if you bring me the moon, it will not change my mind though." But beneath the surface, Nkem's heart was already captured, not by the flashy Chike, but by his elder brother Obinna. Where Chike was the storm, Obinna was the calm river, steady, respectful and kind. Despite Chike's relentless efforts, Nkem's heart was with Obinna, the elder brother, who was quiet, respectful and hardworking, qualities Nkem admired. Unlike his flashy brother, Obinna won her over with his sincerity and kind heart. One day, Nkem went to Chike's family house. Chike was surprised to see her and started grinning because he thought he had finally won her heart. Meanwhile, Nkem walked past him and entered Obinna's room, his elder brother's room. "What?" Chike shouted. "What are you looking for in that place? That is not my room." He stormed into the room and saw Nkem hugging his brother. When he asked what was going on, he received the shock of his life. Nkem chose his brother over him. He was furious, but he had to be happy that his senior brother had found a wife. When Nkem finally accepted Obinna's proposal, the village burst with excitement. Chike, though hot, tried to play it cool. "Ah, Nkem, you have chosen a better man," he joked, though his eyes betrayed his disappointment. Their wedding was a grand affair. Nkem looked so glorious in her wedding dress. She said her vows and pledged to be a good wife to Obinna. As Nkem and Obinna started their life together, Chike slowly backed off, though his lingering feelings for Nkem never completely faded. Years passed and life was good for Nkem and Obinna. But Chike, now older, but just as mischievous, couldn't resist the occasional flirtation. Whenever he visited their home, he would find ways to remind Nkem of his feelings. "Nkem, you are glowing more than ever," he would say, leaning against the doorpost. "Obinna na lucky man." And you, Chike, you are still the village's biggest flatterer. Be careful, I'll send you to fetch firewood. Nkem would retort, shaking her head with a smile. Obinna, trusting his brother, never suspected any hidden intentions. The peace in Nkem's life was shattered when after a year she couldn't give birth. She was under a lot of pressure. Obinna, her husband, tried to be there for her. He gave her reasons to not blame herself for not being able to conceive. Day by day, Nkem lost herself. She became cold. 10 years later, there was still no sign of a child. Nkem slowly began to accept her fate, but she fell apart again when Obinna fell ill. Despite all efforts, he passed away, leaving Nkem a widow. The mourning was deep and Nkem's heart was heavy with grief. When Obinna fell ill and passed away, the village elders, bound by tradition, declared that Chike should inherit Nkem as his wife, a practice as old as the village itself. One day, an elder approached Nkem saying, "Nkem, it is the will of the gods. Obinna's lineage must continue." Nkem replied defiantly, "I chose Obinna, not as a possession but as a partner. I will not be passed around like a basket of yams. The hawk that bites must be ready to face the claws of the eagle." After the funeral, the family gathered to discuss the future. According to tradition, Chike was expected to inherit Nkem as his wife. This was his chance, and he did not hesitate. "Nkem, the gods have given us another chance, yeah? Let's honor Obinna by keeping the family together," Chike said with a confident smile. Nkem's response was swift and sharp. "Chike, I chose Obinna for a reason. I will not be passed around like a piece of property." Chike, not one to give up, decided to win her over with his usual tricks and humor. He started with small pranks, hoping to lighten her mood and perhaps her heart. One morning, Nkem woke up to find a goat tied to her front door, with a sign that read, "For my future wife." The village burst into laughter when Nkem returned the goat to Chike's compound with a note, "I don't need another goat in my life." Chike tried another prank by dressing as a palm wine tapper and delivering a fresh gourd to Nkem, claiming it was a special brew just for her. Nkem took one sip and said, "Chike, if this is your love, it is as sour as unripe palm wine." The neighbors couldn't stop laughing. Despite her constant rejections, Chike continued his antics. One day, he sneaked into Nkem's kitchen and cooked her favorite meal. When she discovered him, she laughed and said, "Chike, you will make a fine houseboy one day." When Chike couldn't get her the right way, he was furious. He tried the wrong way. One evening, he sneaked up into her bedroom and tried to arouse her by touching her. She shouted, "Chike, listen, I'm too old for this, please. If you do not respect yourself, I will run out to the street, tear off my clothes and lay a curse on you. It's like that is what you want. Leave me alone, oh." She said it with rage that even Chike was scared and ran out of the house like a mouse. The village elders, concerned about the ongoing drama, decided to step in. They called a meeting to address the matter, giving Nkem the chance to speak her mind. Standing tall and proud, Nkem addressed the elders. "I loved Obinna with all my heart. I respect our traditions, but you see me, I will not be forced into a marriage I did not want in the first place. My heart cannot be bought or inherited." The elders argued forward and backward, but when they saw that Nkem was not shaken at all, they decided to respect her wishes. Chike finally understood the depth of her resolve and approached her with newfound respect. With the village's support, Nkem began to rebuild her life. She started a small business using her intelligence and charm to succeed. She never remarried, but she adopted 2 foster children and raised them in Obinna's name. Chike, now seeing her as a friend rather than a conquest, offered his support, becoming a constant but respectful presence in her life. Over time, Nkem's story became a lesson in the village, a tale of love, tradition, resistance, and humor. She showed that while traditions were important, personal choices and dignity are equally vital. With her words, Nkem not only broke the chains of tradition, but also paved a new path for the women of Okoko. In a world bound by traditions, she showed that true strength lies in the heart. When the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. Chike eventually found love elsewhere, marrying a woman who appreciated his humor and charm. Together, they often visited Nkem, sharing stories of laughter, keeping the memory of Obinna alive in their hearts. And so the story ends, but the lessons linger. Until next time, keep the spirit of our tales burning bright.